Basically, I'm hurt right now. It's 5 in the morning. This was filmed back in July. I'll be honest, you know, I've been sitting on an enormous amount of fucking footage. Not the best, but it's fine, whatever. Point is, I decided I wanted to make one of my best friends her birthday present. I also made a Christmas present. You'll see that later in another video. But this is when I didn't know anything about crocheting, meaning I just grabbed whatever yarn looked nice. I can find on Amazon really fast, which I know, not the best. And I only had one hook. I think I got from Daiso. I think it's like a 4 size. I don't know. Point is, I only had one hook, and I didn't know anything about why that matters, what you use, and what size yarn, what kind of yarn. And in this video, I learned. But it worked out for me with this first project, and I was actually really proud. Because, again, I, at the time, had only crocheted that giant chinchilla, which was a very different kind of yarn, which was something I also never made either, because I've only before had made scarves and blankets and things like that. So I'd never actually made like a stuffed animal kind of thing. And so my bestie loves card captor, so I saw this pattern. It was free, and I was like, ooh, I'm talented. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie, I be tooting my own horn sometimes. Like, I am a stubborn, determined girly, and if there's a will, there's a way. I will make it happen. And so, yeah, that's me. Showing you the body, stretching up my little fingers, little fingies, and I think I start stuffing. So, I have a bunch of stuffed animals that I got from like round 1, or I've just had for forever, and I knew I was kind of whatever about them. And so I've been repurposing their stuffing and using it for other gifts I've been making, and I think that's pretty good. You know, I think that's a pretty good thing. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I don't like wasting, you know, and you know, I gotta be resourceful with my stuff. So there's that. I didn't show any of the assembling, but I'm not good at it. I'm actually really bad at sewing. I hate doing it, but I keep doing it, because if you don't do it more, you won't get better. But look how cute! She came out so good! Oh, I was so proud. And then me, being the overachiever I am, was like, oh, I can't just do one thing. I gotta do something else for them. Bestie loves strawberries, and this yarn definitely didn't feel as nice on my hands. It's not as soft, but it is more sturdy, so I think it holds the shape better. Meanwhile, that green yarn is like really soft, and like it doesn't hold the shape well. And I think if I had a different size hook, it would have came out better. So maybe one day I will remake this now that I know better. I think it might be cool, like, you know, revisiting things that you've made before and making an updated version, because you just know better now. So here's the update. I finished strawberries. I started making little tops, and then there's like little flowers to go along with it. Honestly, I really struggle with the flowers, and again, yarn to hook size was off. So, but look at her. I think she came out pretty good still, considering that was my second project I ever, or not ever made, but like, you know, I've made since I started again. I think I did a good job. I'm gonna toot my horn. Toot toot, you know? So I decided to make another project for one of my other good friends. They love Psyduck, and I saw this Psyduck pattern, and I was like, "Ooh, I have extra yarn from my first project. Why not? Their birthday's coming up. This is perfect." And this is where I found out. As I was making it, I was like, "Oh no, the size of my hook to my yarn is this is not it. This is not it." I was going, and I was like, dude, she's getting ginormous. And I kept going, because I was like, let me see if I could, you know, finesse. No, no, you cannot. Okay, you cannot. Okay, so basically I'm hurt right now. It's 5 in the morning, and I took a break, like a week break or so, from working on this gift I was working on. It's a side hook, and I only have one size hook at the moment, and she is a 4mm, I believe. And I was trying to make something work, but now I see why it doesn't work. Like, my stitches look great, do not get me wrong, but like now that I filled it, hold on. Now that I filled it though, I knew this was gonna happen too. Oh, come on. Focus. Kinda, not really. Basically though, when you fill it, it opens up the stitches and I could see the polyfill, and I don't like that. I did order new hooks, like a variety of hooks, so I'll have more sizes, and I'm probably gonna undo this and do it in the correct one, and I have like 2 weeks to do it, less than 2 weeks, because I have to send it in the mail as well. I'm not excited. My hand already hurts thinking about it, and I actually have stuff to do this week. Kinda, or I wanted to do, but, you know, this is important to me. So, I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay. We live and we learn, and we just do better, you know? I'll keep posted, though. I'll keep you posted. This is my mess right now. Gumball. Anyway. Okay, so I gave up on my other project. It's here. And I'm gonna use this for something else. I don't know what yet, but I will. But I made this instead. He's cute. I'm pretty proud of it. I made him within like a day, basically. And I think he's pretty cute. And hopefully my friend likes him. You know? So happy birthday. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. I don't even know what I want to say. Actually, I do. I want to share something. This is my bag of crocheting. I made this weekend. Oh, it's rotating. Ta-da! So this is like a little loofy. It took me it took me longer to sew things in than it did to actually crochet, if that makes sense. So like the parts here, it's the head, the hair. So I crocheted the hair, but then I had to like sew the hair onto the body, and that took me forever. I am struggling to sew, but you know, we learn, and I think he came out pretty cool. So I'm gonna send that off with the side hook I made last week, 2 weeks ago, as gifts for my friend's birthday. Feeling extremely inspired, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I want to get different yarn, though. I want to try making, like, the big chunky, I don't know what I want to make exactly, but I want something chunky so I can use a thicker hook, and hopefully I don't struggle to freaking crochet, because this last one, this Luffy one, I used the 2mm hook, and my hand was cramping, so I kind of want to know what it's like to use like a big, chunky, thick boy. But I don't want to buy yarn right now though, because
responsibilities. 4, I'm trying to pay off. Well, actually, I did pay off some debt. I'm trying to pay off more debt, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Unite. Actually, you could guess the state of my mental from that. But Latias is out. I have Latios, but now I need Latias, you know? So, there's that. Trying to think. Beside that, I've been walking a lot. I got a blister on my foot. I forgot I had a blister, actually. And so I went to walk again, and I popped the blister, forgetting I had the blister. So that was gross. What had happened though, so basically we have a walking pad and it started making a weird noise, like the motor broke. And they sent us a new one. It took a week though, so I took a week off of walking, and that's why I forgot about my blister completely. And so when I walked again yesterday, I was like, oh, it hurts. Oh my God. And I looked down and after my shower and I was like, yep, that's skin. That's skin. It's probably TMI, but I shared that with y'all. What I'm trying to say though is that I'm trying to be better about doing a lot of different things. I'm taking time to crochet. I'm taking time to game. I'm taking time to edit. I'm still keeping up with streaming, exercise. I'm going outside more, like once a week to walk instead of just being inside. So that's, I'm trying here. And I think it's hard, mainly because the outside world is like crumbling, and it's really hard to act like everything is fine and to take care of myself, but I'm actively making effort to do so. It's hard, and I'm being honest, but I'm doing my best. I think I'm proud of myself in the sense of, 5 years ago, this is where I wanted to be, and I made it happen. Not when I wanted it to, but I made it happen. And so I am taking the time to be more grateful and thankful for what I have. To remember, like, oh shit, like I'm living what I wanted, and I want to. What's what I'm looking for? I guess sit in it a little. I'm like, wow, I really made that happen. You know what I mean? No updates on the sticker stuff. I haven't been doing that, but I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to. This is, pros and cons of being your own business person. You can do things when you want, and I haven't been doing anything, and that's on me. It's basically all done. I just haven't done it. It's just me posting on socials. I'm really bad at that. That's okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I could do it. We're gonna do it, and I just need to actually do it. It's not as hard as I'm making it out in my head to be. But let's do something today. Maybe I'll add another vlog. I think I should edit a vlog because I haven't done one in 3 weeks. And I was trying to do every 2 weeks, but it didn't happen. But that's okay. Again, okay? Because I used to be the kind of person that would beat myself up and make myself feel so shitty when I didn't do what I said I was going to do. But it's a new day. We can try again. We could try again, So here I am. I'm going to try again. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Goodbye.